Hey, I think most of you know me. My name is Deanna, and I am a leader. And I never thought I was going to be a leader, but this is how things have kind of folded out in the path God has for me. If I were to ask you, do you consider yourself a leader? I would dare say that many of you ladies would say, no, not me. I don't lead anything. I'm not a leader. But I beg to differ. I think many of you are leaders. In fact, I know many of you are leaders. See, the idea of leadership is just simply the idea that you are influencing people that are in your sphere of influence. So I have a family. I'm a mama. I am a leader in my family. I was a school teacher for many years. I was a leader in that school class setting. I taught a ladies' Sunday school class. I was a leader in that ladies' Sunday school class. I was over some committees here and there. I was a leader in those areas. I've done other little things too that I think would qualify as me being a leader. And so I think sometimes we don't think of ourselves as leaders, which then causes us not to prepare for leadership. See, not everyone in leadership has a big fancy title after their name or a bunch of those letters after their name. Sometimes it's just somebody like you and me that God just says, will you obey me? And you say yes. And you find yourself influencing people around you. I want to invite you to a Women's Life Fellowship first ever leadership workshop. It's going to be on Friday and Saturday, September 22nd and 23rd. It'll kick off around 6:30 Friday night and end about Saturday at noon. But you don't sleep over. You go home to your own beds. There's going to be a registration suggested donation of about $30, but you are going to get all kind of materials that will way over, exceed what that $30 will give you, as well as we're going to be feeding you breakfast that morning and some snacks and stuff that evening. So a $30 registration for that, and on this blog, there'll be some information on how do you register for that so we can get a number. But I really encourage you that if you don't think you're a leader, I want you to maybe just give a thought to it. Because if we can help train ourselves to do better in the areas that we are influencing people, we do become better influencers. And listen, there's so many situations where you find yourself in leadership and you never thought you would be. I recently talked to a lady once who is over a organization here in our community, and I asked her if she ever read any books on leadership, and she said, no, I'm not a leader. And I said, are you kidding me? And she did not consider herself a leader. I said, you're over this organization in our community. She said, well, I just thought I was somebody that was helping out. I said, no, you are a leader. And so I immediately went out and got her one of John Maxwell's book, Developing the Leader Within You, because there's so many things that we can do to make ourselves not just better leaders, but better mothers, better Sunday school teachers, better shift supervisors, better bosses at work, whatever your area is, whether it's in the secular realm of a job or an organization that you volunteer with, within your home or within your church setting or a ministry setting. We want to help you become the women that God purposed you to be and help you to be the best women that God purposed you to be in providing for you a leadership workshop. Now, I'm going to be teaching this workshop for you, and so I'm just telling you, you're just getting a regular old girl that just, I love the Lord and I want to do what He wants me to do, and I've made myself available to Him, and He's put me in some areas of leadership. And so I'm just a regular person trying to share with you some things God has taught me about leadership. And you may be surprised. I have some pretty bold thoughts on leadership because I have seen some pretty yucky leadership in my time. And so I've learned from that, and I've learned from some great leaders. So I want you to join us and invite people from your work, from your church. This is a wonderful opportunity. Listen, you don't have to go out of town. It's not going to cost you a fortune, and it's just right here in Anderson. So we invite you to our leadership workshop. It's called Inspire, Accessible Leadership. How to inspire those around you, and how to be a leader that it's accessible, that you can really take what God has taught you and showed you and influence others. That's what it's all about, the Great Commission. Bringing others to Christ, training others to be disciples, influencing others in your life toward the gospel and toward being a better Christian in every aspect of our life. Okay, so start registering now. We need to get a count. I can't wait to see you there.